Welcome to Material Gaming. Today we are playing Age of Fantasy Regiments by one-page rules. It's the Havoc Warriors versus the Dwarves. We're playing in 15mm on multi-based units. We are using the optional random activation special rule, and we've drawn these missions: Attrition and Secret Mission. We rolled for 3 objectives, and Havoc placed first. Onward to deployment. The Dwarves deploy Berserkers with Berserker Lord, a cannon. Iron Warriors with a Dwarf Champion Caster, another unit of Iron Warriors with Dwarf Champion Caster. Hammer Elites, another cannon, a Bomber Copter, and a unit of Drake Marksmen. On the Havoc side, we have Havoc Warriors, a Havoc Chariot, a unit of Cavalry with a Hero, Havoc Hounds, another unit of Warriors with Hero Caster, a Hero on a Dragon, another Chariot, another Hounds, and another Chariot. And that's deployment. And so we begin. Dwarves get the first activation. The cannon fires at the Havoc Knights. 2 shots, needing 4s, both misses. The second cannon fires at the Havoc Chariot across from it, needing 4s. A hit and a miss. With AP1, we need a 4 and a fail. The Havoc Chariot takes a wound and goes to 5 toughness. Chariot on the left flank activates, rushes forward 8 inches towards the enemy lines. 1 unit of Havoc Warriors activates and rushes forward towards the objective. The Iron Warriors activate and cast a spell on this chariot. They need a 4. He misses. The wizard tries again with a different spell, needing a 4. He rolls a 5.
Huzzah!
3 magical hits, needing 3s to save. 1 fail. Goes to 5 toughness. The Berserkers activate and rush forward. Dwarves activate again, and the Iron Warriors rush forward. The Havoc Knights activate and rush forward. The Hammer Elites rush forward. Lot of rushing. The second unit of Havoc Warriors rushes forward towards the objective. Dwarves activate again, activating the Bomber, and they're going to move forward and fire at this chariot. 2 shots, needing 4. 1 hit. The chariot needs a 4 because of AP1 and fails, taking a wound and going to 5 toughness. First unit of Havoc Hounds activates and idles. The Drake Marksmen activate and rush forward to get in range. The second unit of Havoc Hounds also idles, waiting. One of the chariots rushes the Hammer Elites but falls short. The Havoc Master on Dragonback rushes forward just behind the chariot. The chariot on the right flank charges the helicopter. 4 impact hits, needing 2s. All hits. The chopper saves on a 2 and is fine. 4 attacks now, hitting on 3. 2 hits. Saving again on 2s, the bomber's fine. That's the end of turn 1, and Havoc have claimed all 3 objectives. No one has killed more than half the enemy units, and there are no heroes in enemy deployment zones. Turn 2. The bomber pivots and fires on one of the chariots, then advances over it to do a bombing run. Not sure if this is strictly rules as written, but it was fun. 2 dice needing 4s with AP 1. 1 hit. Need a 4 to save, and makes it. Now the bomber has advanced over the chariot and does its bombing run. 2 dice needing 2s. Both hits. The 2 bomb hits generate 6 dice needing 4s. 1 wound. The chariot goes to 4 toughness. The Drake marksmen open fire on the same Havoc chariot. 20 shots with rending, 4 with AP 1. Here we go. 11 hits plus another 4 with AP 1. No rending hits, so 3's on the blue, 4's on the white. That's 6 wounds, the chariot's dead. The Havoc Master on Dragonback charges the Drake warriors and uses his breath weapon. His breath weapon needs a 2 to hit. It's a hit. Needing 4s on the save, 2 wounds. Now the Dragon and Rider attack, 13 total attacks, hitting on 3s. 6 hits. Needing 4s on the save. And that's 5 hits. Only 3 marksmen remain. Havoc goes again, activating the chariot and charging the hammer elites. Needing 2s, 3 hits. Needing 3s on the save, 1 hit. Hammer elites lose 2 guys and attack back. Hitting on 3s with AP 2, 3 hits. Needing 5s, 3 fails, and the chariot goes down to 2 toughness. Havoc activates again, charging the Iron Warriors with a chariot. 4 impact hits, needing 2s. 2 hits, needing only 2s on the save because of shield wall. 2 saves. Now come the regular attacks, hitting on 3s. 4 hits. 4's on the orange, 3's on the whites. 2 wounds. The Iron Warriors take 2 casualties, and here comes the swing back. Hitting on 3s. 4 hits. 6 is on the white, 3's on the blue. 3 fails. The chariot is destroyed. Iron Warriors activate, charging the cavalry. The caster, before combat, is going to cast Cleaving Rune on the warriors and the cavalry. The Havoc caster spends 1 spell point to interfere with the spell. Casting on a 4. Fail. Now the Dwarves attack, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, saves on 3s. Both saved. The cavalry swing back, 14 dice needing 3s. 9 hits. Need 2s on the saves due to shield wall rule. Only 1 hit. The Dwarves take 1 casualty and must make a morale check. Needing a 3. Passed. Warriors activate, and the caster attempts to cast Barbed Spikes on the Iron Warriors. Needing a 4. Got it. Saving on 5s because it's magic. 2 hits. And 2 casualties. The right flank cannon activates and fires at the chariot. Needing 4s. 1 hit. AP 1 and needing a 4. Only 1 dice because it's a single model, so blast doesn't apply. He fails the save and goes to 1 toughness. The Havoc Knights activate, charging the Iron Warriors. They will hit on 6s because they are fatigued. 3 hits. Need 3s to save. 1 wound. 1 Iron Warrior left along with the champion. The swing back, hitting on 6s. No hits. Morale check passed. Havoc Warriors activates, and the champions attempts to cast barbed spikes on the berserkers. Needing a 3, passes.
Outstanding.
Needs 6s to save because of the AP. 1 hit. And the berserkers lose 1 guy. The Havoc Hounds activate and idle. The Hammer Elites charge the chariot. They are hitting on 6s because they are fatigued. 2 hits. Defense of 3 goes to 5 with armor piercing and 2 wounds. And the chariot is crushed. The victorious Hammer Elites move up to contest the objective with their consolidation move. The Iron Warriors activate and rush in, casting Smiting Rune on the cavalry. Needing a 4. Success.
Huzzah!
Saving on 5s. 1 wound. Another spell, Smiting Rune, hitting on a 4. Success.
Outstanding.
Saving on a 3. 1 wound. 2 of the knights fall. The Havoc Hounds will continue to hold. Last activation of the turn, the Berserkers activate and rush towards the warriors. At the end of turn 2, Havoc still controls all 3 of the objectives. No heroes on either side are in deployment zones, and no one has killed more than half of the enemy units. And we're over to turn 3. Dwarves get the first activation. Drake Marksman open fire into the dragon. Hitting on 3s. 1 regular hit, 1 with rending, and 4 with AP 1. 5 wounds. The dragon goes from 14 to 9 toughness. Iron Warriors activate and cast Spite Rune on the cavalry, empowering it by 1, so hitting on a 3. Fail. Second spell, also empowered, will hit on a 3. Success.
Outstanding.
Saving on 3s. No wounds. The dwarves charge in to the cavalry's flank, hitting on 3s. 5 hits. Needing 4 6s and 1 3 on the save. 5 hits. And the knights need a 3 for their morale check and fail. The Hammer Elites activate next and charge the dragon. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Defensive 3 with AP 2, needing 5s. 2 fails. The dragon goes to 7 toughness and needs to make a morale test. He passes. Dwarves activate again, and the Berserkers charge the Havoc Warriors. It'll be a flanking attack. Berserkers hitting on 4s. 15 hits. 3s on the blue, 5s on the white. 7 hits. Only the hero remains, and with only 1 toughness. Morale check on a 3, and he fails. Havoc Hounds activate. They will pivot and advance, hoping to get in to engage with the Berserkers in the next turn. The Bomber activates next. He will shoot. Hitting on 4s, 1 hit. Saving on a 3 because of cover. Made it. Now the chopper does its bombing run. 2, hitting on 2s. That generates 6 hits, saving on 4s. Only 1 wound. Havoc Hounds activate. They will pivot and charge into the helicopter. 5 attacks with rending, hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Saving on 2s. 1 wound. And the chopper goes to 5 toughness. The chopper fails its morale test and is shaken. The Havoc Warriors activate next, and the caster will cast Thorn Fields on both the units of Iron Warriors. They've empowered the spell, so hitting on a 3. Fail. Now the attacks on the helicopters, hitting on 3s. 4 hits. 1 wound. And the morale check is passed. Iron Warriors activate next, and they're going to do a rush towards the objective. Dwarves activate back to back. 1 cannon idles. The second cannon fires at this unit of Havoc Hounds. 2 hits and 5 wounds. The Havoc Hounds are gone. Dragon activates and fires its breath weapon at the Hammer Elites. Needing a 2. Got it. Saving on 4s. 1 wound. A single Hammer Elite remains to make the morale test, which it fails. The dragon puts the rest of its attacks into the Drake Marksman. 13 attacks, needing 3s. 10 hits. Saving on 3s. 4 wounds. The dwarves swing back, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. 1 hit. 1 hit with AP 1, needing a 4 to save. Fail. Dragon goes to 6 toughness. The marksmen are all dead except for the hero. At the end of turn 3, dwarves control 1 objective. Havoc controls the second and the third objective. No heroes are in the deployment zones, and the dwarves have killed off more than half the Havoc Warriors, scoring an additional point. Fourth and final turn. Havoc Warriors activate. The caster casts Impale on the bomber. The dwarf caster is interfering, so we need a 6 on the cast, and he makes it. 2 wounds. Now the warriors charge the chopper, hitting on 3s. 5 hits. Needing 2s on the white, 3s on the orange for the save. 1 wound. The chopper, left with 1 toughness, fails his morale test and runs. The warriors use their consolidation move to pivot. The Lone Ranger over here will fire into the dragon with his pistols, needing 3s. 3 hits. Armor piercing 1, so needing 4s. 2 wounds on the dragon. The dragon goes to 4 wounds and makes a morale test. Passes. The right flank cannon activates and fires at the dragon. 2 misses. Dragon advances towards the deployment zone, trying to get the mission objective. Breath weapon on the marksman hero. Hitting on a 2+. Hit. Saving on a 4. Saved. The berserkers activate next, pivoting and charging towards the edge of the table to try to claim the mission objective. And they do make it within 3 inches of the table edge, getting a point. The Iron Warriors pivot and charge the Havoc Warriors. Hitting on 3s. 1 hit. Saving on a 4. He's good. Chaos strikes back, hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Needing 2 on the orange, 3 on the white due to AP. 2 wounds. The warriors are all dead. The hero's at 2 toughness. Morale check failed, but they make the fearless roll. The hounds are never going to make it to the dwarves, so they just hold. Iron Warriors activate. The hero attempts to cast a spell and fails. Second spell, Smiting Rune, is a success.
Huzzah!
3 hits, saving on 3s. 3 wounds. Only 1 Havoc Warrior remains. No good targets, so the cannon holds. That's the end of turn 4. Dwarves hold this objective. Havoc holds the middle objective and the right objective. Havoc has no additional points. The dwarves have 1 unit within 3 inches of the table edge, and they have killed off more than half of the Havoc units. So they win 3-2.